Dark psychology isn't about magic or superpowers. It's about understanding how human behavior can be influenced, sometimes in ways we don't notice. And the truth is, many of these techniques are used every day in marketing, negotiations, dating, sales, and even casual conversations. Some people use them intentionally, while others use them naturally without realizing how powerful they are. Today, we're going to break down 5 dark psychology tricks that genuinely work, so you can recognize them instantly. This video is not about teaching manipulation. It's about helping you stay aware, protect yourself, and understand the subtle tactics that shape your decisions. Once you see these techniques, you can't unsee them. Let's begin. 1. Mirroring technique. Mirroring is one of the oldest psychological tricks in the book, and one of the most effective. It works because humans are naturally drawn to people who act like them. When someone subtly copies your posture, your tone of voice, your gestures, or even your breathing rhythm, your brain interprets it as familiarity and safety. You don't consciously think, "This person is copying me." Instead, you feel like you connect with them more easily. That's why manipulators use mirroring to build trust fast. But here's the key. Mirroring is only effective when it's subtle. If someone instantly starts copying everything you do, it feels strange. But if they mirror your energy over time, your level of excitement, your speaking pace, your expressions, your guard lowers without you realizing it. If you want to protect yourself, simply become aware of how someone's behavior changes around you. Are they adapting too quickly? Are they matching your emotional state when they barely know you? Awareness breaks the illusion. 2. The foot in the door technique. The foot in the door technique works by starting small. It begins with a tiny request, so small that you barely think about it. You agree, because why not? But that simple yes opens a psychological doorway. Once you comply with a small request, your brain wants to stay consistent. This makes you much more likely to say yes to a bigger request later. For example, someone first asks for just a minute of your time. Later, they ask for a favor. Then they ask for something even larger. You don't notice the progression, but each yes builds on the last one. The method is gentle, invisible, and incredibly effective. The best defense? Pause after the first request. Ask yourself, why are they asking me this? What might come next? 3. The illusion of scarcity. Scarcity is a psychological trigger built into human survival instincts. When something feels limited, we instantly value it more, whether it's a product, an opportunity, or someone's attention. Phrases like, "Only 2 spots left, this offer expires soon. I don't usually do this," are designed to bypass your logical thinking and activate urgency. When urgency rises, rational decision-making falls. That's why scarcity is used in marketing, relationships, and negotiations. It pressures you to act before you think. The way to stay safe is simple. Whenever something feels rushed, pause. Ask yourself if the scarcity is real, or if it's just a tactic to make you decide quickly. 4. The silent pause. Silence is one of the most uncomfortable forces in communication. When someone asks a question and then says nothing, most people feel pressure to fill the silence. They start talking more than they planned, giving extra information, changing their answer, or apologizing unnecessarily. Manipulators know this. By staying silent, they create tension. You feel like you need to respond more, explain more, or justify yourself. But here's the truth. Silence isn't a demand. It's just empty space. The moment you stop fearing silence, you take away its power. If someone uses silence to push you, stay calm. Take your time. You don't owe anyone a rushed answer. Let the silence belong to them, not to you. 5. Emotional labeling. Emotional labeling is when someone tells you what you're supposedly feeling, even when you didn't express it. They say things like, "You seem upset. You must feel ignored. You're probably stressed about this." These statements cause your brain to check whether the label is true. That moment of internal reflection creates vulnerability. A skilled manipulator can guide your emotions by naming them for you. This technique can be positive when used in therapy or communication. But when used with bad intentions, it can twist your emotions and influence your decisions. The solution is powerful and simple. Name your own emotions. When you define your feelings, nobody else can define them for you. Control your emotional state, and you control the situation. These 5 dark psychology tricks, mirroring, foot in the door, scarcity, silence, and emotional labeling work because they target instinct, not logic. They influence people quietly without pressure or force. But once you understand how they work, they lose their power over you. Awareness is protection. Knowledge is defense. You don't need to fear these tactics, just recognize them. Thanks for watching. Stay aware, stay confident, stay in control of your choices.